Howdy hi, guys and gals. It's your old pal, Thomas T. Tuttle. What's the T stand for? Trustworthy. Coming at you on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon, where I was put in mind earlier today of a scene from John Cusack's The Sure Thing. He's getting ready for a date, and his roommate is furiously scribbling away, writing a letter to Penthouse Forum, and the roommate describes the girls he encountered as two of the foxiest twins I'd ever seen, with long brunette hair, legs that wouldn't quit, and firm tits. And he asks Cusack what he thinks, and Cusack says, well, change tits to generous scoops of mouth-watering flesh and have them defy gravity. The roommate is, you think they'll know that scoops of flesh means tits? I don't know. Doesn't sound specific enough. And Cusack asks him, where else are you going to find scoops of flesh? We're talking about the breast today. The breast that is the fixation of us all in our youth for nourishment, goes on to be the fixation in our adulthood for nourishment. It's an ambivalence that goes back to a man's relationship with his mother, source of his life, center of his universe, object of both his fear and his love. And for a man to love a woman, this becomes naturally because of his love for his mother, because of the natural magnetism that exists between man and breast. And I think Steve Martin put it best when he said, I believe it's derogatory to refer to a woman's breasts as boobs, jugs, Winnebagos, or golden bozos. And that you should only refer to them as hooters. Stephen King, in his novel Carrie, as Carrie's getting ready to head out and go to her ill-fated prom, the blood prom! The blood prom! Her mother catches her in the hall, first glimpse of Carrie in her prom dress, and says, I can see your dirty pillows. The breast shows up throughout literature. Baltimore's Dark Prince himself, Edgar Allan Poe, in his poem for Annie, writes, she tenderly kissed me, she fondly caressed, and then I fell gently to sleep on her breast, deeply to sleep from the heaven of her breast. The most depressed poets, most depressed writers, the most depressed playwrights throughout human history always return to the breast. Eugene O'Neill himself, in the play A Moon for the Misbegotten, has the character Tyrone, who's a stand-in for O'Neill's older brother, say, you better look out, Josie. I might develop a crying jag and sob on your beautiful breast. And my man himself, James Joyce, the mad jester, the truth-telling charlatan, the false-telling truth-teller, writes in his day book, Ulysses, I was a flower of the mountain, yes, when I put the rose in my hair like the Andalusian girls used, or shall I wear a red, yes, and how he kissed me under the Moorish wall, and I thought, well him as another, and then I asked him with my eyes to ask again, yes, and then he asked me would I yes, to say yes, my mountain flower, and first I put my arms around him, yes, and drew him down to me so he could feel my breasts, all perfume, yes, and his heart was going like mad, and yes, I said yes, I will yes. And I tell you all that to tell you this. I got distracted talking about breasts, but you should definitely pick up Pirate Queen #2 by Clinton Helinski and the irreplaceable Mandy Summers. It's a fun read.